My kids, all three, one's left, two have graduated. I have been a coach over there for 3 years now after being a coach for almost 25 years away from Providence. So this is almost my 30th year in coaching, and one of the things that I have really worked hard on is the concept of one thing and one thing only. It's training champions, okay? Now, when I normally talk to kids, they've never been a champion before. They never won a ring like this before, like I have, okay? Like your coaches have, even you guys did a couple years ago. And training a champion is about creating a lifestyle, okay? And so what other things that I talk to people about is when you want to be a champion, you have to think like a champion all of the time. Being a champion is in life not just about sports. Being a champion is about, the first thing is honoring God, which is one of the real beauties of being able to play at Providence, because in public school you can't do that, okay? In private school, like a school like Providence, you can honor God by saying the prayer, you can say it out on the court, you can say it to each other, and that's an honor, okay? The second thing is, being a champion is honoring people, right? Honoring your classmates, your family, all the people around you, okay? So one of the things when you walk through life, whether you're a champion on the court or you're a champion off the court, if your mindset, okay, is about being a champion, what does that really mean about how you do it? Well, attitude is everything. And I'm going to start with attitude is everything, attitude is everything, attitude is everything, okay? So I'm going to put the champion sign down. And one of the things I want to talk to you about right now is a comparison, okay? A comparison of championships. So first of all, what builds a champion, okay? Tradition, okay? What do we have here? A bunch of young men that play for a school that has a rich tradition of champions, okay? A tradition of championship basketball. Okay, think about Alabama in football, right? Think about Dallas in Super Bowls. When I think basketball in this state, I think Providence basketball. There is only one school that I know that has championship mindset all of the time with a Christian backbone, and that's Providence, okay? So that's tradition. And guess who built the tradition, right? There had to be a founder, a person with a vision. That would be your coach, okay? This man right here, you may have met him yesterday, or you may have met him 10 years ago, or you will come back to him 20 years from now. Basketball Hall of Fame, state of Florida. High School Hall of Fame, national, okay? Tradition, okay? You're playing for one of the best coaches in the entire world, okay? There's nobody that knows high school basketball better than this man right here, okay? And he's got rings to show for it. So in order to have a championship team, you got to have a tradition to follow, which all of you guys are in. So when you think about going to college, think about where do you want to play? Do you want to play for a championship tradition, or do you want to play for the ones that always finish last? I know we have somebody here from Michigan today. He would argue, right, there's plenty of tradition that follows your school every day.
More than Alabama.
More than Alabama.
But not more than the Buckeyes.
So once you finish traditions and once you finish coaches, you got to have systems, right? So systems, you guys have a system that you play under? Does coach tell you that when you come to Providence to play basketball, it's a system? We're going to play this system. It's not about individuals, right? It's about team. It's about a system. Coach, how long have you been running your system?
17 years.
17 years. That's mostly older than everybody here. So he's been running a system for 17 years, and Scooty, how old are you? Okay, so 2 years, we're 2 years in the little crib when coach came up with the system that you're now running to make it look good, okay? And there'll be going to be another kid just like you 2 years from now, and 2 years after that, and 2 years after that. And we're going to play Mount Verd 6 years from now, 10 years from now, and coach is going to still be running the same system, okay? It's not about all of you guys, it's about the tradition the system, the coaching, and what you guys represent is each an opportunity to become individual champions within that. And then collectively to be champions, okay? How do we do that? Commitment, teamwork, all that stuff you always hear about. I'm not gonna bore you with commitment and teamwork because you already know it, or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be busting your butt 24 hours a day, 365 days a year if you didn't understand commitment and teamwork, okay? All of these things exist in your Providence program. So what my job here today is to tell you is that when you walk out on the court on Wednesday night, you're not representing an underdog, you're representing champions. The champion of this school has been in place, the tradition's been in place, the system's been in place, the coaching's been in place, everything's been in place for as long as you all have been alive. So what he's going to do on Wednesday night is the same thing that he's always done against championship teams, okay? And your job is to take advantage of that. It's your time to go to the show, man. It's the show on Wednesday night, okay? It's the show. It's the time to show up. So what happens when you get involved in this thing and you say, how do I differentiate the winner and the loser at the end? The winner and the loser at the end gets differentiated by one thing, or a couple of things, but I'll point out a couple of the ingredients. One of them is, okay, everybody on the team, okay? Tell me who, in your opinion, as a team, is the 12th member, or who's the last guy on the bench? Right here. Do you demand excellence out of yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If the last guy on the team demands excellence out of himself and he's focused, then that means everybody in front of him should be the same place. Okay? The guy right there, Mr. Acra, cares just as much about being a champion as Scooty does. Okay? So Scooty, your job is to make sure Acra cares. And Acra cares about you and you care about him. And you know why we have problems at the professional level in football in Jacksonville? Because everybody's playing for themselves instead of playing for each other. You guys play for each other. I've watched you. It's awesome. When you guys play together, it is a beautiful thing. Ed talks to me all the time about you guys. It's unbelievable, okay? And I'm a coach at the school, and he talks to me more about it than the kids at the school do, and my own children do, okay? You have fans out there. You have people that want to come on Wednesday night. The gym's going to be packed. The stars are going to be out. The scouts are going to be there. But you have to finish with the mindset that no matter what I do, when I take these shoes off tonight, I give my best, okay? You lay it out there. You leave it out there. One of the things I tell my kids when I coach them is, I don't care if you make mistakes, but you better be going 110 miles an hour. And you better make them trying as hard as you can to do the best you can. Because that's all you got, okay? I will tell you that a lot of kids that I've coached that have been with other teams that have had bad experiences. They have regrets. They say, man, my senior year was terrible. Why? Because we didn't take it seriously. Well, it's on you, man. It's not on the coach. He's doing his best. So each of you individually, when you get out of bed, you have to visualize success. You have to visualize finishing. You have to visualize that shot going in, that block, that rebound. The little things that you're going to do on Wednesday night are going to matter for the whole season of your life, not just Wednesday night. Wednesday night is a microcosm of your life experience. What you're going to go through on Wednesday night, you're going to go through for the rest of your life. Competition, business, college degree, problems at home, adversity, all the things that can go wrong in a day will happen on Wednesday night. And the question is not what happens to you on Wednesday night, okay? Coach, not what happens to you, but how do you react? What are you going to do when the adversity shows up? What are you going to do if they go up by 10 and it's 10-0 in the first quarter? How do you respond? What are you going to do if you're down by 6 with 3 minutes to go or with 2 minutes to go? I know one thing in basketball, and I'm going to tell you, in basketball, you can win with 1/2 of 1 second left, right? Do you all agree with that? Yes. You can finish at the end. You can beat people on the last second shot. So there is never an excuse, never, ever, 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 ever to give up. Ever. Ever. I don't care if you're down by 50 or up by 50. You play like a champion. You never give up. You always do your best. You have no regrets. And when adversity shows up, you respond by getting together and working together. No finger pointing, no blaming. It's not the coach's fault. There should be no complaining, right? Everybody's got a chance. So if you're not the star player of the team, you may be the best practice player. If the best practice player makes the best player on the team better and he scores a winning point, you're all champions. You're a team. You all get rings, every single one of you. Okay? I will tell you, on every one of my teams, the kid at the last on the bench is just as important as the first kid. And you would agree with that, right, Coach? Every kid on your team is important. Every person in your program is important, right?
Yes, sir.
No matter what. You have his commitment. He just told you that. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do right now is, Coach, I'm going to finish up by doing two things. Okay? The first thing is I'm going to ask for a commitment from your coaches. Okay? And I've got a band for each of them that's called a Finish Strong Band. And what a Finish Strong Band is, it's there to remind you every day that it's not where you start in life, it's where you finish that matters. And when you finish strong. Don't finish, you've heard it in basketball, go up strong, right? Well, I want you to finish strong in everything you do. Today, I came here today and I'm going to finish strong. Today in school, I'm going to finish strong. In my classwork, I'm going to finish strong. In basketball, I'm going to finish strong. I'm going to help mom and dad at home finish strong. I'm going to help my brother with his homework finish strong. Okay? So for the coaches, I have something called the Finish Strong coin. And what it says basically is that through dedication, courage, and perseverance, okay, this coin is to remind you, Coach, that that's what you stand for your kids, okay?
Thank you.
And I got one for you.
Thank you.
And I got one for you. And the other thing I have, which I'm going to finish with, and again, when we're done, Coach Ed's over there has got the coins. But I got two more coins. Okay? Scooty and Kyle, can you come here? Okay? Now, on a lot of teams, we name captains and we name them once in a while. Or we name them in every game. And we want to let everybody feel like they've been a captain of some game. And that's all great. And that's all about making people feel good. But I'm going to tell you something, fellas. These two guys have put into work. Would you all agree? Okay? They're your captains. Okay? They're going to get a coin. And the coin's going to represent to them, okay? And I'm going to leave some coins with Coach. And when Coach thinks that you all have earned one of these, he's going to give you one. Okay? But I would tell you, your two captains have earned them. All right? And what their responsibility is with these, holding on to these coins, is they're responsible for the team. They're responsible for you all. And you all are responsible for them. Now, the last thing I want to do before we leave and you guys get the wristbands is if you will do me the gracious favor, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate the opportunity to come speak to you today. It's really a true pleasure to be around such great young men. But if you will sign this and this highlighter for me, this Champion's Life sign I will hold on to it. And when you all win the state championship, I will bring it back with your names on it. And I will give it to Coach to hang in his office. That will always remind you that you are a champion and that you were part of his life and he was part of yours. Okay?
Hey, now, we're going to be in that championship game.
Right.
So you focus in on what Coach has said, and then you sign that thing because we're going to keep that. We've got some things that were signed in 2015, 2013 for some of those state titles now. The commitment when you put your name down on something, and this is your commitment to be like a champion on and off the court. And then honestly, we're going to keep that thing. There's no doubt on any of our minds that we're going to be in that championship game, and then have a chance to bring home a state title. So again, pay close attention to what you're doing here. This is not just because it's Monday and we're signing that. We're signing that to keep that thing, okay? Focus in. Right, you grab that, and you sign it first, and then have the seniors sign it first, pass it to the next senior, and then pass it down to everybody, okay? Thank you, Tim.
You have the bands.
Yeah.
You're ready.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. And then you go give those out too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's mine.
Sign it.
Thanks, Coach.
Is it all right?
Very good.
I was on my 15, he was at 15, so. He was right at 15. Yeah.
Do we have a silver Sharpie anywhere around, you think upstairs?
It's not showing through.
Hey, whoop,